Alright boys and girls, and welcome back to another building video. This time I'm coming at you with the Hold. It features a first floor cozy core, and we have 3 funneled bedrooms, a super clean, minimalistic but really effective roof, plus some extremely simple but super tanky pixel gaps for your solo or duo wipe with an easy upkeep. Now let's get on with the tour. If you're new to building and you're looking to improve, my Discord is a wonderful place to be. I'm in there and there's plenty of other good builders too that you can ask any questions to. And if you want to go one step further, I'm live every Wednesday reviewing your bases, giving advice, tips and tricks. And welcome to the tour of the Hold. This base is a little solo one and it's no compound needed, no externals needed, but of course if you do want to add that, I'm gonna have a video in my Discord that you guys can check out to get help with that. The base is symmetrical by 3 and we have 3 little funneled bedrooms pressed up against the base, perfect patricos looking down all the long angles of the base. These are terrific little respawns and there's 3 in total. One of those little funneled bedrooms is going to take you through to our front door. Straight away we're going into our mobility, taking us into a second floor entrance. Second floor can be filled with all the deployables you can think of. Get your bags, your boxes, your workbench down here, and keep your battery nice and low for the turrets on roof. Entering our core, we can see our TC is tucked away here, and it's pretty much 20 rockets to get into that tool cupboard, but we do have some hidden pixel gap loot rooms higher up in the base that raiders are likely to miss. As we head further around and back up our jump up section, it will take us to our third floor. Third floor is mainly about bedrooms and extra deployables that you weren't able to fit downstairs. As you can see, we have 2 Adobe sections which don't really fit in with the base, and the reason for that is they are pixel gapped. Underneath our beds we have a total of 4 pixel gap boxes, and these require absolutely zero build out whatsoever. You only need the DLC skin of Adobe, and you can place in these 2 triangles at any point during the build and hide 2 boxes directly underneath, adding 8 rockets of raid cost to the base whilst keeping loot out of sight and out of mind. Really sneaky spot to hide your loot, and of course you've got respawns up here, so any offliners are definitely going to miss that. They're going to get TC and they're going to leave those boxes alone. Heading up to roof, we have a nice retake for here to make sure nobody's sitting up there, and then we can exit out. We do have a retake as well in case you are getting top down. Nice ankle biter here for anyone dropping down from the roof door path. And then we can jump up to our roof. Got 3 nice snug chain link turrets, and those are a total of 5 HVs to get rid of all of them. And then we have these nice angles looking down and around, and of course no raid base can see up back towards these. It's going to let you peek raiders without being bothered by any raid bases. And then we'll move on to a brand new peak that I actually invented called the scissor peak. This peak then was formed from a half gapped funnel, and it's a perfect thing to add on your roof when using these kind of funnel types. And it even allows you to peek down and look back towards the base, even though you're a little exposed. And that wraps up the Hold. Next up, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the build cost and upkeep. First of all, on screen is the total build cost, and here it is in box amounts to make it easier to visualize. And lastly is the total upkeep that is spread between our 1 TC. And of course, you can add more externals if you need, and that'll be in the Discord. Now, we'll go ahead and move on to the build. And we're going to start off by throwing down an egg footprint without the triangles in between. And we can upgrade all of this to stone in the beginning. We're going to have 1 loot room, we're going to have 1 jump up, and we're going to have our TC. That's our jump up on the back. And we'll have our tool cupboard on the right. On that corner there. And you get some ramps down for the boxes. And we'll build up our little roof exit here. And this will be your starter base in the beginning. Find a shotgun trap early on and get that placed. And we'll drop off the front here for a temporary way up. Have that in the beginning depending on how slowly you're going to build the base. Then from there we're going to wall in a bit of second floor. And seal off, giving us a bit more space here. Making it a little bit harder to get deeped on in that early game. And then once you're at this stage, you can bang out the old temporary jump up, and we'll start building our proper jump up. And just a standard jump up that does go all the way to roof, so make sure we don't seal it off. We're leaving the triangle open again, and it just can be sealed with a double door in the beginning, and then no one can go door camp from above. Down below, once you've done your jump up, if you place your TC properly, you should have a free triangle shelf coming through. And you can go around the back to get that other shelf. And we're going to give that a triangle as well. Instead of a square, just to give that more open feel inside the starter base down here. But you can still get all those boxes in, of course. For our third floor, it's a bit of a different seal. Remember, we do have a peak up, and the roof exit is a little bit different too. So just seal it off like that, and you can do half floors here. And leave it as so. Next, we're going to raise up the triangle honeycombing, and that's purely honeycombing until we get to the third floor, where we do have that half height drop down for our pixel gap boxes. So you can see I'm setting that up here. And then I'm adding in the walls from the outside, so that we're nice and set up for that. Same on this side as well, and there's only 2 of these. Once you've done the groundworks for that, you can go ahead and add some half-height floors in. And this is where the boxes are going to go. And then from there, just wrap this all in walls. And you'll get your doors going through as well. Couple of walls to separate our bedrooms where the pixel gaps go. And that's all the door frames as well. And the ceiling goes on top. And all of that can get upgraded too. Then throw down your boxes and don't forget to lock them. And placing the Adobe frames might take a couple tries. These floors can be a little bit tricky, but if you just snap them away from each other diagonally opposite, you can see as I wiggle them around they kind of pull apart. That's the effect that we're looking for, so just move your mouse around and observe. And if you've got that gap there where you can access your boxes, then you are good to leave those alone. Just don't let it go longer than 10 minutes and miss that demolishing time. Make sure you practice this one on a build server so you don't lose too many mats on a real vanilla wipe. Then we can come outside and we'll boost up that square honeycombing and some frames on top for our roof later on. And that's going to be 3-sided, we're going to do that. All the way around. And once you've done that, you can add a floor on top. And it's just 3 frames that come off of here. Do that to all sides of the roof. And before we progress any further with the roof, we're going to do our build outs for our little funnel bedrooms. Do a short build out and follow that up with 4 squares out. Break your entire build up. And come back with triangle half moons. From there you can repeat your original build out until you're back in the position that we need to be. Just like this. And you'll have a perfect funnel up against the front of your base. And we're going to reconnect this to main 2, so we don't need any externals whatsoever. Upgrade all of this to stone, and at this point it will all be decaying. I'm going to tell you at exactly what point this all connects up, so don't worry about decay until you hear me say it should not be decaying. And from there it's just windows. We get patricos on the left and right and glass windows in the center. And you can raise up your half-height windows here for the patrico peaks that go nice and down and along the base. Next we'll raise up some frames that come in handy for our roof. Give a bit more stab down below and place your beds in there. And we're going to raise up these frames for roof. Only going up 2. And then from there we'll now do our connection, which is adding a frame here. And then placing a triangle roof ramp as I do. Just placing those frames over there. And triangle roof ramp on top. You only technically need one of these, but I'm a man of symmetry, so we're going to do 2. And at this point onwards, this area will no longer be decaying. That's actually a connection, believe it or not. It may not look like it, but it is. Then you do that 2 more times. And now we're back up on roof, and we're going to create a triangle roof conditional here by mismatching the 2 grades. Whether it be stone and metal, metal and armored, it's completely up to you. So roofs go first, then frames, then backwards roofs, and then finally those double doors can go in to create the scissor peak. And there we go. Add those doors, open them in the way, and that will give you that nice angle. On the opposite sides where we don't have our roof exit, we're just going to add simple drop boxes, and then we'll do the exact same peak off of this side as well. Then on this side we can wall it in, get ready for a low wall peak, and we'll have our turret in here too, and finally a windmill on top. And to use this a little bit better, we'll add a ramp, and we'll do the exact same thing 2 more times. Then you can throw down a turret, some chain link in front, and a windmill above. Do that on all sides, and the last bit of deployable placement would be the barricade here. And that goes in your funnel, and just makes that shotgun trap a little bit more hidden. Place that stone barricade and then tuck a shotgun trap right beside. And once you've done that, that completes the base design. Hopefully you boys and girls have enjoyed this video, and if you did, then please feel free to leave me a like and drop me a comment down below. This base is an absolute bang, and I hope to see some solos using it out there on the servers. Remember to check out howl.gg, and I'll see you guys in the next video. In a bit.